The Life of a Showgirl isn't a bad album. That's not the problem that I have with it. The problem that I have with it is the messaging of it. I'm gonna preface this video by saying I have literally filmed this 5 times and the audio is corrupted 5 times, and if it does one more time, I'm just scrapping the whole video. So I'm praying to God that it works, because there is some serious Taylor voodoo going on, and I'm gonna just speedrun all my points because I've talked so much. But Taylor Swift's album is not bad. It's a 6, maybe 7 at best. The problem that I really have with it is the messaging of it, and it's not looking good for you. I'm sorry. Before we do get into it, I do want to introduce myself first, especially if this is my first time showing up for y'all. I'm really sorry this is the first video that you see of me, because Hi, I'm Sanshi. This is my music channel where I talk about music and music related things. Today's music related thing, of course, is Taylor Swift's album, The Life of a Showgirl. And in Taylor Swift's fashion, Miss Queen Capitalism herself, I do want to announce that I have memberships of ranging from $1 to $5. So if you guys are willing to spend $1 to $5 on me every month, much appreciated. You guys don't have to, but it's an option. Putting it out there in the name of Miss Capitalism herself. Okay, now that we have all the announcements out of the way, into the video. So like I said, my issue with Taylor Swift is not the fact that her album is bad. The album is okay, it's very mediocre, and I think that's honestly the big problem that I have with it, is the fact that it's mediocre, because this is Taylor Swift we're talking about. She is her self-proclaimed English teacher, right? As an English teacher, you do need to know a little bit of media literacy. And no, I do not believe that Taylor Swift is dumb. No, I do not believe that she has secondhand brain damage from hanging around Travis Kelce. I believe that she's a very calculated woman. She knows exactly what she's doing with this album. She knows exactly the message that she's portraying. And that is what scares me the most, is the fact that she knows exactly what she's doing, and yet she is still making this album. Because this album, The Life of a Showgirl, it was very 50s and 60s inspired in the visuals of it. You know, we had these gorgeous showgirl outfits with the big feathers and the beads and the diamonds and everything. And I was thinking it was going to be very flashy, very mature, very almost Sabrina Carpenter-y, with these like sort of quips and one-liners that Sabrina Carpenter loves to do. Instead, we have lyrics like, "I'm not a bad bitch and this isn't savage." Ma'am, you are not Megan Thee Stallion, and you never will be. You are a 35-year-old white woman, and that is something that I want to express thoroughly throughout this entirety of the video, is the fact that Taylor Swift is a 35-year-old white woman who is about to get married to Travis Kelce, football player. I also want to make it very clear that Taylor Swift is a billionaire. Taylor Swift is a billionaire, and being a billionaire in its existence is unethical, because how is it possible for you to have that much money? It's completely unethical. So Taylor Swift is a weensy bit evil. Putting that out there before I say anything. And before I say anything, I am wearing my teal colored tights, and I do own a Midnight's vinyl and a 1989 CD before anybody says anything. Okay, I have given Miss Swift my money. They were birthday presents, but that's not important. What is important is the messaging of this album, and I want to start off with Actually Romantic. Actually Romantic is a song that is supposed to be a sort of dig at Charli XCX. Now, this is a response to Charli XCX's song, Sympathy is a Knife, song that came out on Brat a year ago. The song essentially says that Charli feels that she can't count up to Taylor Swift. She can't measure up to Taylor Swift. She always feels inferior to Taylor Swift. She always feels like around Taylor Swift, she is just nervous all the time. She feels a little bit jealous. That is what Sympathy is a Knife is saying. There's a lot more nuances behind it, but you know. Taylor Swift claps back with Actually Romantic, saying, "Yeah, you are nothing like me, because I'm Taylor freaking Swift, and I'm the richest woman in the world, and I'm such a major pop star, and also I'm a white girl. I'm a white girl." That's like her whole thing, is that she's a white girl. And it pisses me off. Why? Because she has been doing this whole white girl shtick for 20 years now. 20 years Taylor Swift has been a little white girl, and she's 35 years old. She's not a white girl anymore. She's past the age of being a white girl. She's past the age of being a crazy cat lady. She is engaged. She is about to get married. She is about to start a family. In her words, she has a song, she has a lyric where she talks about, I don't remember which song it is, I'm sorry, but she talks about wanting kids. She talks about wanting to live in a house in suburbia, on a street, on the block, where everybody looks the same. Now, what does that sound like to you? Because what it sounds like to me starts with an R and ends with an acist. That's what it sounds like to me. Not a good look for you, Taylor. Not a good look. And I truly do think this brings me back to another one of her songs, Cancelled. Cancelled on the album. She says, "Good thing I like all my friends canceled." Why on earth would you want to surround yourself with people who have takes so bad that social media hates them so badly, that the general population hates them so badly? Why would you ever want to surround yourself with people like that? Taylor Swift exists in an echo chamber. She exists in a bubble where everyone is just like her. Everyone is a millionaire or a billionaire. Everybody is white. Everybody is part of this sports, whatever. She exists around people who are just like her. She does not allow herself diversity in her friend group, in the people that she surrounds herself with. And she writes like it. She really, truly does. In 2020, when she made songs like the ones on Folklore and Evermore, where she was inspired by Joe Alwyn, I truly do believe that Taylor Swift does not have a sense of self. I think she tries to mirror the people that she dates. So while she was dating Joe Alwyn, and while she was breaking up with Joe Alwyn and dating Maddie Healy and breaking up with Maddie Healy, those are two people who I believe, I don't know them personally, but I do believe that they are quite introspective men. I truly do believe that they are very smart, very well-read, very knowledgeable. And therefore, Taylor Swift lyrics, very well read, very knowledgeable. And then we're brought into songs that are mused by Travis Kelce. And we get lyrics like she was matized. I don't even know if I can say that word, but clearly neither did she, because she censors herself in her own song saying that she was matized. What are you saying? 35-year-old woman. 35. What the heck? What is happening? And now, knowing that Taylor Swift can write good music, being brought this album with so much anticipation, with so much hype around it, it feels like a letdown. It feels kind of stupid because Taylor Swift is rich as hell. She's rich as, right? Taylor Swift is rich as hell. She has the opportunity to do whatever she wants with her artistry, with whatever she wants with her music. She is in an opportunity. She has opportunities that musicians dream of with the amount of money that she has, where she can fully put everything into being an artist. And her fans will eat it up every time, no matter what they do. She has the opportunity to really be an artist, to really be a musician, and write this beautiful Life of a Showgirl album. Instead, she gives us Suburban Slop. She gives us the life of a suburban woman. She gives us the life of a conservative. And my issue with that is she has so many younger fans. She has so many older fans as well who are already conservative women, but she has so many younger fans that are so impressionable. And she doesn't even know what she's doing with her life. This 35-year-old woman has spent her entire life just trying to embody what is popular in the social landscape. In 2017 and 2019, she was very independent. She was very #MeToo. In 2020 to 2022, she was very secluded, just like the rest of society. 2022, she was very expressive, just like the rest of society. And now that society is very conservative, so is Taylor Swift. She's brought back this sort of Miss Americana, but in the wrong way. She's Miss Americana, not liberating herself, not being her true self. She's Miss Americana, I'm tied down to my football boyfriend and we're starting a family. She's Miss Americana, I want to live on a street where everyone else looks just like me. Is that the person that we should be platforming? Is that the woman who we should really have charting #1 for weeks on weeks on weeks? I personally don't think so. I personally think there are so many better albums that have come out in this week alone. I personally think that The Life of a Showgirl is just another pop album. It was very generic, it was very forgetful. Not my favorite release by her. She hasn't made a good release, honestly, in my opinion, since like 2022. And it's really heartbreaking to say that. As someone who used to be a big fan of Taylor Swift music, she really truly has gone downhill. And I think that this album is showing her true colors. It's showing who she truly is. She's going back to her country roots just a little bit. And it's really unfortunate to see that. And it's really unfortunate to say that. As a fan, as a listener, I know that she could do so much more than what she's doing now. And I truly do believe a lot of that is influenced by the social and political landscape that we live in today, that she is so influenced by because she is so scared to be her own true self. So what is the life of a showgirl. It is really the life of Taylor Swift, the life that Taylor Swift wants you to lead. That's really all I have to say about the album. Thank you guys so much. I don't know how long or short this recording is going to be. I hope it's long enough to make a video out of it. That's really all I have to say. I know I have more thoughts, I just can't think of them right now, and I'm so tired of talking. I'm praying that the audio is fine on this. Leave a comment, please, about every thought that you have about this album, every thought you had about this video. I love to talk. I love to read you guys' comment. I love you guys so much. I will see you next week. Bye.